Hey fellow freelancer, nice to meet you. I'm Natalia. If you've clicked on this video, it's probably because you are trying to automate things in your freelance business, but you just don't know where to start. Well, you've come to the right place because today I want to share with you some tips on how you can identify if a task can be automated or not. And I will also be sharing with you 3 of my favorite tools that I've been using for the past few years to make my business more efficient. After watching this video, you will be better equipped to automate and streamline processes in your business that will save you money, time, and will make you so much more efficient so that you can focus on things that really matter to you. So let's get started. First of all, what is automation? Automation is a buzzword that I'm sure you've heard quite a lot lately. It's the process of using technology to automate repetitive and manual tasks that are usually performed by humans. But don't be fooled, it is not a new concept. It's been around for years. It has just gained a lot of importance in recent times because of the advancements in technology and also our need to become more efficient within our businesses. If we think about which tasks can be automated, I suggest you ask yourself the following 3 questions. First, are you performing a task frequently and repeatedly? The second question you need to ask yourself is, are you spending a lot of time manually entering data? And the last question you should ask yourself is, am I moving data between 2 different systems? If you answered yes to any of these questions, it's very likely that you can automate and streamline this task. Okay, after identifying which tasks are suitable for automation, you now need to figure out how to automate them. For non-developers, there are 2 viable solutions. One is to use existing software that can automate the process for you. And the second one is using automation tools like Zapier or Make. Little disclaimer though, Zapier might require some coding depending on how complex the workflow is going to be. But before even thinking about automation tools, try to determine if there is a software that already meets your needs, as this is much easier to do. And if you cannot find any suitable solution, or maybe you're already using a tool and you don't want to change it, you can always go back to automation tools. Okay, now let me show you 3 game-changing tools that I personally use or have used in the past. Okay, one of the first things you need to do as a freelancer is probably find new clients. And if we think about how to acquire these new clients, the first thing you need to do is generate new leads. I've personally tried using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, but I found that the data quality was actually not up to my expectations. But thankfully, I discovered a fantastic tool called Apollo. With Apollo, you can search their extensive database using some really cool filters like location, employee count, and recently they even added buyer intent, which for me is like a game changer. You can even create a buyer persona so that every time there is a change in the database that matches your filters, Apollo will give you new suggestions on who to target. And the best part is, if you're like me and prefer using email instead of calling someone, you can create your email campaign right within Apollo. And you can add all of your prospects from one list automatically to a sequence. This will save so much time for you, as you don't have to spend time looking for leads and sending out emails, because Apollo will track everything automatically for you. Okay, now that you have generated leads and of course you made a lot of new clients, chances are that these new clients will send you email after email after email with new tasks for you to complete. Depending on how you structure your projects, it can take a lot of time just to organize the tasks they send you. So my solution is, if you're using Trello, for example, you have to take advantage of their built-in email to board feature. Each board on Trello has its own unique email. So what you can do is you can ask your client to send the tasks directly to this board email instead of your regular email. This way you will have all the tasks directly in your project management software. I am already doing it with a few clients, and I'm planning to do it with hopefully all of them at some point. But believe me, it saves so much time because I don't have to keep copy pasting tasks from my email to my project management software. It just happens automatically because they just send them directly to the board. If you're not using Trello, no worries, because some of the most popular project management software out there already have a very similar function. The ones that I've looked up are Asana and Monday, and both have a similar feature. And in case your software doesn't have it out of the box, you might be able to achieve a similar result using automation tools like Zapier. I've saved the best for last. Let me share with you, and I'm being totally honest here, the best tool that I've found to track my projects, my time, and invoicing my clients. It's a Swiss solution called Sistemo. If you're like me, you know that we as freelancers a lot of times invoice our clients by the hour. So it's super important to track our time. I used to dread invoicing because it took so much time to gather all the hours that I had worked on a project, and then I had to compare them with the hours that I had already invoiced, and then I had to also create the invoice. But with Sistemo, the whole process is a breeze. So how does it work? First, you will create a new project in your project management software, or a new board if you're using Trello. I personally use Trello and Jira. Sistemo has connection to both, and I think it also has a connection to Asana. So every time you create a new board, Sistemo will automatically create a project for you. Now you can still use your normal project management tool, and you can track your time individually for each task. The cool thing is that Sistemo will automatically synchronize your time tracked on your project management tool inside of the Sistemo project. And because you can add a budget and your hourly rate to a project, you will always know if a project is profitable or not. And for me personally, the best part is that invoicing my clients now just takes maybe 30 seconds to a minute, because Sistemo tracks my time, knows how much I charge. I just need to click a button and then it will create my invoice, and I can send it automatically to my client's email. And you will never have to worry again about checking the hours that you've already invoiced. Plus, if you want to, you can connect Sistemo to your bookkeeping software like QuickBooks to automatically handle your accounting. I've been using Sistemo now for around 2 years, and I cannot recommend it enough. It has saved me many hours each month when invoicing my clients, and I know it can do the same for you. Lastly, let's talk about the cost of automation. And before we do that, let me emphasize something. You don't have to do all of the things that I am suggesting here. I mean, these are 3 tools that I use. There are many more, but when I started out, I wasn't using anything. I just started figuring out what could save me the most amount of time, and then I started automating these processes, and I suggest you do the same. So figure out what takes up a lot of your time and prevents you from doing other things that can bring in either more money or just, more time for you. Or you can also do it like me and just all the things that you don't enjoy doing, try to figure out how to automate them. All right, the costs depend 100% on your requirements. Sure, the tools that I showed you are not completely free. For example, Sistemo costs around $15 per month. But for example, Apollo now offers a free version. If you're okay with the restrictions of the free version, you can use that until you get some clients, and then if you want to, you can still upgrade. The same goes for Trello. Trello has an amazing free version that I personally still use. I don't pay for Trello, but if you need some add-ons, you might have to upgrade to the next tier. So again, it depends on your requirements. If you're okay with the free version of Trello, it can be completely free. And if there is something you really need, you might have to pay for it. Another thing to consider when it comes to costs is that there are huge price differences between tools. For example, if you're in the market for a CRM that can pull your data directly from your email, you might want to look into Zoho. They offer a free plan, and then the next tier is around $7 per month. On the other hand, we have a tool which is probably the most well-known CRM called HubSpot. HubSpot also offers a free version, but as soon as you need to upgrade, it's gonna cost you much more than $7. But you shouldn't just think about the cost of the tool. Consider how much time and money you can save by using it. Before you commit to a tool though, take your time to thoroughly check all their features and make sure they really are the right fit for your business needs. I think it's better to assess all of your options and take a little bit of time to do that instead of just jumping on the first solution that you find. Because in the long run, this will save you a lot of time and effort. That is it for today's video. If you've got any value from this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you soon.